Alright, hello and welcome back, my beautiful and sexy gamers. We are back with another video, and yes, you see the title. You probably already know if you clicked on this. Gambit is a strategist, bro. I honestly cannot believe this. I went into this thinking Rogue was going to be the strategist, and I had a little fear that they were going to do another Vanguard DPS season, and we wasn't going to get a strategist. Honestly, the trailer was taking so long, I thought season 4.5 was going to last forever, and I was just in some triple support purgatory. But thankfully, we're out of that, and we're here. Now, I didn't react to it yesterday because I was at work. Unfortunately, employment is the bane of my existence, but it's fine. So I didn't really know. I wasn't really like in the spear of Marvel Rivals that day. So I didn't know. I came into this super blind. All right, and I already watched everything at this point. Right, it's like really early in the morning. I watched the Dev Vision. I watched the Gambit, his character trailer. I watched the Times Square map, which I think is a good idea. But really, this is focusing on Gambit because all the other stuff is like, I don't know. When I've come to realize in these balance pad changes that some things sound worse than they actually are, so I have to play it to really see if it's going to be broken. But nevertheless, the main attraction is Gambit. So that's really what I'm going to talk about today. If you like this video or this kind of content, like, subscribe, comment, and I'm really just going to give my thoughts on Gambit personally as a strategist main. Alright? Now, I do want to preface by saying, I swear to God, if you don't have at least 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 strategists Lord on Marvel Rivals, I don't want you playing Gambit past the first 2 days he's out, alright? This is for us, not for you. DPS mains, you go over there. Tank mains, you stay over there. You play with Angela, alright? We got Gambit. Second of all, if you're an Adam main, don't touch Gambit either. You stay on your character. You don't deserve him, alright? Third of all, I'm maining Gambit, alright? I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna say this right now just so everybody who's in my lobbies can really fully understand the type of time that I'm on. If you pick Gambit and I pick Gambit and my internet sucks and I can't pick him first, I'm throwing the game. I'm just gonna let you know right now. I'm throwing the game. So with that out of the way, let's really get into the nitty gritty of what Gambit does. Alright, let's get into what he does. Alright, okay, so I got the trailer right here. I'm actually not gonna like pause anything or anything. I'm gonna do this like rapid fire. I'm gonna show my expertise in what's the name? Commentary. So you see his primary heals. He just shitted on that magic. His primary healing is already a good sign, right? Look, he has good movement. It looks like he's doing like a healing over time or a healing buff effect. So he has burst healing too. Look at this. This is what I really saw. He has a cleanse. So any status effects he just gets rid of. So he hard counters like half the roster. Look at this. He has anti-heal and a knockback, alright? So keep this in mind. We're keeping track about what he has, alright? And look at this. Also, this is like a cool MVP animation. Low-key, might be one of the best like default MVP animations. And this is his ultimate, alright? Gambit never folds. He cleanses the Groot ult. What's the name? Punisher gets hops. And now they get a damage boost, a speed boost, and a jump boost, right? And this man also has resources, so that his cards are on resource. So he's also like a bit of a resource healer. Alright, now that we've gone over exactly what Gambit does, let's take a look. Let's really count what he does, alright? So, his primary heals, he has a melee slam, alright? He has a dash ability, he has 2 dashes. He has a healing over time effect / buff, I don't know yet. He has anti-heal. He has an anti-heal burst. He has a what's the name? AoE knockback ability. He has a cleanse. He has burst healing. He has a ult that heals. His ult did heal. His ult also gives you a jump boost, a speed boost. I think a damage boost too. I could be wrong though. It looked like a damage boost, but and I think it also gives like explosive properties. Not to mention he gotta have at least 2 passive from just what I looked at. All right. So as you can see, this guy's kit is pretty loaded. All right, pretty loaded. Now, I mean, honestly, this guy has like 7 Ultrons like put together. I mean, this guy is literally the best strategist kit in the game by far. By the looks of it, you saw he had 11 abilities, and I could be missing some. This guy legitimately does everything, alright? If he can damage boost, he can literally do it. He literally does everything, honestly. So honestly, I'll say this right now. I hope he's broken. I deserve a broken character after not having a usable strategist for 9 months. I'm not gonna lie. I deserve a broken character. And like I said before, this is for me and me only. Our strategist mains, us. All right, this is for us, not for the DPS mains. Oh, they finally got a cool strategist. I'm gonna go hop on strategist. No. You stay with Rocket. You use Rocket, all right? We use Gambit, okay? We're Gambit, okay? Now, do I think he's going to be stuck in triple support jail, or will he be viable in a duo support comp? Honestly, I think Gambit is so unique, it's kind of hard to say. With Ultron, I could tell, I literally said this, by the way. I made a season 2.5 video where I literally said Ultron looks like he's going to be stuck in 3 support jail. And I was right. With Gambit, I'm gonna call this right now. I think he's gonna be like Mantis, because Mantis is like a support where you can play Mantis in a 2 support comp. I fully believe this, by the way. In this video, like in the background, I'm literally doing it, right? You can play Mantis in a 2 support comp, but it's not something you should always do. Like, she definitely works best in 3 support, but you can play her in 2 support if you're good enough, of course. And I think that's how Gambit's gonna be. I don't think he'll just be like a slot in like kind of character like Sue. Like, Sue is a pretty slot in character. Sue kind of works almost any comp. Same thing with Luna. Like, but with Gambit, I think he'll be like Mantis, where, like, you know, his utility it's just so, it will be worth it to bring him though, even in a 2 support comp. He gets so much utility. That's why I think, like, if you do make a healer, I said a healer, a strategist, right? They're not healers, a strategist. If you make a strategist that has less healing than like a Luna or Invis, you have to make them have like a lot of utility, so it like pretty much justifies you being there. Like, yeah, Mantis will always have like less heals than C&D, Rocket, Luna, and what's the name, Sue. But her damage boost is honestly so busted, like, it's honestly worth bringing her even in a 2 support comp. Like, I'll never be mad at seeing a Mantis. Your team just has to play accordingly, you know, you can't just play too crazy. But yeah, I do think he'll be I think he'll be good in both comps. I don't think he'll be like stuck to one or the other. Like for example, like when I say like C&D is very bad in a 3 support comp, I'm not gonna lie. Like, C&D thrives off being in 2 supports because she like thrives off getting her ult as quick as possible, and like if you don't get your ult as quick as possible, it's just not worth it to play in a 3 support comp. That's why I do think Gambit's gonna be like the trend going forward when it comes to strategists, of them being good in both comps and not pigeonholed to one. Because like Ultron's pigeonholed to triple support, and C&D is more of a dual support, alright? C&D doesn't really work in like triple support all that much. Like, if you're gonna run triple support, you might as well just switch to Luna or Invis, because they just have more utility anyway. C&D doesn't have that much utility. Even though she does. Like, she does have utility, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'm rambling. Alright, I don't want to go on and on, so I'll end this right now. All in all, Gambit looks fun. I'm gonna be happy to play him. I'm maining him, alright? I will be a Gambit Lord by the end of the season, alright? I don't say this about many characters, but I will be a Gambit Lord by the end of the season, alright? I promise you this right now. Actually, should I make that promise? Yes, I'm gonna make that promise, actually. I will be insta-locking this guy every chance I get. Another thing, to end this video off, thank you. Please, also, let Rogue still be a strategist, by the way. I'll say this soon. Rogue should still be a strategist. We should have a 2 strategist season. I deserve it, alright? Fuck duelists. Tanks, you just got Angela. I don't care about you. Give me a double strategist, alright? Give me 2 strategists. And I think that's it. Alright, so I'll leave it off there. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment. Gambit gameplay. I swear I'm getting Gambit gameplay on the first day. If not the first day, then at least the second day, alright? Because I do have to work that day, but we'll see. But yeah, yeah, like, subscribe, comment. I will see you on the next video, and Adam sucks ass. Don't play Adam Warlock.